Hello, you guys. Ninya, stop that. Oh my god. That hurts.
I'm sorry. I mean, it was clapping, so this is me helping with the clap. Clang clang.
Don't cling clang your sago.
but
Call you out.
but shut up. But
Okay.
I'm
What?
eating. Let me have my night snack.
Welcome to the pre-show show, you guys. So,
Sure.
it is very special today because we have a special guest. No, it's not Tirso.
Hello.
It is
Hi,
m-
Shirso.
can you say hello, special guest?
Say hello again.
It's Mars. Hey, Mars. So she's back for another episode, and you'll find out why because we will be live reacting to me feeling the effects of me listening to the Lavender Town music. And let me tell you,
No,
Yeah, you
wait,
did.
yeah,
Yeah, you
wait,
did.
I listened to
guys.
it.
I kind of feel bad because I sent him the link because someone sent our listener Yo-Yo Man 74744. I'm sorry if I got the numbers wrong.
Just call him
He
Yo-Yo
sent
Man.
me the link to the Lavender Town, and I sent it to A, and then I was like thinking, oh, we can listen to it together, and then live or some shit like that, and then like later on it, and now he says that, oh, I listened to it already, and then I recorded myself like 24 hours of me
Yep,
like going through the whole. I'm like, I feel like slightly
yep,
betrayed because I was not informed.
yep.
So I'm like,
That's
okay.
that's what happened. And we will also be talking about conspiracy theories, and we've also got a um audience, a friend fart that's a bit sad. So yeah, I'm warning you guys right now. And Ninya, stop with the God. It hurts.
I'm just like worried right now because like I'm pretty sure I told the story of what happened to me,
Yep.
and
Mhm.
then you guys going through it. I'm like, what are you doing?
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk
I,
about
I
this.
I
Well,
will
guys, we'll talk
maybe
about
go
this
through it
after the
too.
pre-show show. We're still in the pre-show show.
So
Okay.
Free.
Here we go.
I have a question for you.
Why do you seem so scared?
hi, I'm Nina.
And my name is Andrew. Welcome to Frightening, Alarming, Real Life Tales Show, a podcast where we talk about scary things that may or may not have happened in real life.
You don't know about that?
No.
You don't know about that? Oh my god.
I am genuinely freaked out.
So sit back, relax, and try not to go crazy with fright.
Aren't we all crazy?
Don't say I didn't warn you.
And welcome one and all, welcome friends to another episode of the frightening, alarming, real life tale show. I am here with Ninya, of course, my best friend. Say hi, Nins.
Hello.
And
Hello,
of
hello.
course, our special guest, Mars. Say hi, Mars.
Mars, are you still with us?
Mars.
Hello.
We're calling Mars. Mars.
Oh my god, like I muted and then Google lagged on me. I'm so sorry.
I was like, do we need to do a seance or
Call.
something?
Oh
Hello?
no, oh no.
Calling.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
As always, I'm Andrew, and yeah, we will talk about scary stories that happened in real life. But you know, enough about talking about the show. We will talk about me listening to the Lavender Town music. So when when Mars was last here, she recounted the story. Wait, was
Of
that
her.
your submitted
No.
story? No, that was
It's
your
my
submitted.
story.
Yeah, that was your
That
submitted
was
story.
submitted, sorry.
When Mars submitted her story, it was about her listening to the Lavender Town music, and um, it was it basically messed her up, right, Mars?
Yep. It wrecked me, fam. I can't, to this day, I can't explain what happened that night. Okay, probably there was a lot of factors that weighed in, like the lack of sleep,
Yeah.
college, etc. But
Yeah.
to that day, I kind of never wanted to mess with audio like that. If they tell you something's gonna happen, fam, I kind of like, especially when it comes to sounds, I'm like, okay, I believe you a bit. Like I'm like a full blown skeptic. Like I would listen to anything, but that particular one's just like, right. Oh god.
So the story was after that Nins actually sent me the link, yeah, because Yo-Yo Man found the song, and then um
Thank you so much,
yeah,
Yo-Yo
thank you so
Man.
much, Yo-Yo Man. And then I used that to listen to it. Recently, Mars, you sent me a video by Glam and Gore, right? So
Yeah,
we were just
Mikey,
chatting.
MYKIE.
Yeah, and then and like it was about like how sounds are used to like how sounds affect people, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
on a,
after
a psychological level.
yes. So I was like, "Oh, it brought me back to the time that fart." And then I went, so I was like, "Okay, we could do this on the show." But then I was like, I don't want to put everyone listening to the podcast through the experience. So I was like, "Okay,
The wonderful experience.
yeah."
Uh,
So I was like, why don't I just be the guinea pig for my own show? So that deserves a clap. And um, so yeah, I listened to it, and for the next 24 hours, I recorded myself from time to time, uh, feeling the effects of the
The
audio.
music,
Yeah, the music.
audio.
how are
So,
you though?
well, you'll find out because first, so I'm gonna be playing through my phone, and
Oh
yeah,
my
so
god.
so you guys are gonna be hearing it um through my microphone, so it might sound weird, okay?
I
But
feel like
here it
I
is.
cannot do that because like I feel like I'm gonna be too chicken shit to do it if I was like alone and shit.
Oh,
I don't
no.
know, just
Oh god. I hope I'm granted immunity from the
Okay,
first
so
part.
okay, so I recorded myself. So I listened to it in the morning, and then recorded myself listening to it before. No, what am I saying? I recorded myself before I listened to it. Okay, so
so
here,
before and after
so
and
yeah,
okay,
and then
okay.
okay, so this is me before listening to it. Okay, good morning. So it is 9:38, and I am going to excuse me. I'm okay, wait, hold on. Right. So
That's
so
literally
okay, so I was eating something, and then
It's
it was like breakfast, I think, because I listened to it in the morning because I was too chicken shit to listen to it in the evening. Okay, anyway, continue. To the Lavender Town theme music that I found. So this video is on YouTube. It is 9 years ago, and
oh my god. Holy
yeah.
okay.
Let's see what will happen to me throughout the day. Okay, so what were you gonna say, Mars?
Nine okay. If you're gonna think about the timeline that I gave you, it's 2020 now.
Yeah.
College. I was in college 2010 to 2013 on that dorm, and it was my first year. So 9 years ago, if you guys actually found the link, if that yo-yo guy found that link, I'm just like I'm feeling chills right now. It's just like an after effect of like, oh god, it's is that the same link? Because it's
It
nine
it
years ago. That was
it probably
2011.
is. It
Oh
probably.
my god. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm fine. This is fine.
okay.
This is all in the past.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So after I listened, okay, so I listened to it, and then this is what happened. Okay, so I just finished listening and first thoughts. It was pretty nostalgic. It took me back to like being 12 and just playing on my computer at 11 a.m. on a summer day. Just, I'm a big Pokemon fan, so. I am a big nerd, just saying. Play. Oh, I know the song already. Um, yeah. I'm not gonna lie though. When the orchestra part of the song came up, um, the hairs on my legs stood up, and like I got a chill within my body. But I think it was just cause I'm on my headphones and the music is a bit too high pitched for my liking. But yeah, other than that, it's calm. There's like spooky undertones and more as I go on about my day. Okay, so I just wanted to explain. Okay, so the song actually goes like the 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 the
That intro.
so when I talk about the orchestra part, that is what I mean by it. So the orchestra part is the that part. And
What?
what is this? Is this Star Wars? Okay. um. Okay. So yeah, as I say again, the song was a bit too high pitched, and I think Nintendo, I think Game Freak fixed that part because a lot of people were complaining that it was too high pitched.
High pitched.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Lord.
yeah, and okay. So I listened to it at 9 a.m. or was it 9:30?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, morning.
Sometime around
yeah,
that.
2.5 hours later, I recorded again.
Oh, no.
Okay, so we're at the 2 hour mark, and I'm gonna be silent for a second just to see if you can hear it too. Do you hear that? Okay, so
What?
at this point, I was starting to hear something like ringing
Oh.
something in my ears. I was starting to hear something. Okay, hold on. There's like a distant like I can't explain it. So at this point, I was freaking out because I was like, why am I hearing this? Why am I here? What the fuck? Like, what? It's
Oh,
not
God.
even. It's not even 11 hours yet. Because diba, you said Mars that it took you like 11 hours to feel the effects,
Yeah.
right?
Though it was different because like what happened to my friend because it happened to him immediately. Kaya
No,
Oh,
that's why
it's
I was
different
like,
for people.
yeah, it's different for different people. Like for him, he blacked out and he had a
okay.
knife. For me, I saw things. You got it immediately after 2 hours. So it's like,
Okay.
oh God.
Okay, so I got it. So I started hearing things after 2 hours, but
2 hours.
5 minutes later. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes, and I stupid. It was a siren that was playing in the distance. I think siren in the distance.
Why?
Okay, wait. I go into it in the recording, but hold on. And I was like hearing it. Oh God, stupid. False alarm, you guys. False alarm. Literally false alarm. So
You
no
made
pun
me
intended.
sweat, man.
Okay, so what was happening was I think they were playing like a tsunami warning tone.
They were trying out.
They were trying out
Okay.
the alarm in the distance, so I was
Okay.
hearing that, and then I was freaking out because I was like, "What the fuck? What am I hearing?" So that's what happened. Okay, so I ended up playing Animal Crossing for like a few hours, and then I didn't get back to recording until like 5 hours later. So that's like at what?
So 5 hours of Animal Crossing.
Yeah, so 5 p.m. at night. That was when I recorded something again. Okay, so it's been like what, 7, 8 hours, and I am still feeling fine. Right now, it is
Math.
5 o'clock. No, okay, so like diba,
Math.
first 2 hours, and then 5 hours later, so 7 or 8, diba?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough.
Means math.
Sorry. Exactly, math. That's what I said.
In the afternoon, and I am just playing Animal Crossing. And it's raining really hard, so I have to talk really loud. Okay, so yeah, so far nothing is happening, but I am thinking of like, okay, cuz in my mind it was like Mars didn't feel the effects after like a while. So I'm like
Yeah,
I'm like counting down to the 11
mark.
hour mark.
11. Mm. So
Okay,
you
so
base it on her
yeah.
mark. Okay.
So
Okay.
I so I didn't get to start recording again until 3:40 in the morning. And I'll just play the music. So that's like what? After can someone math?
We just know a lot of time has passed.
Yeah, a lot of time has passed. So basically we've gone past the 11 hour mark. Okay?
Did you double
So
dose yourself? I'm just asking. Like, you listened again?
oh no, I didn't. I just listened once.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so this is at 3:40 a.m. Okay, so it's 3:40 in the morning, approximately about what, 18 hours since I last. Oh, okay. So Andrew
Okay, good
in
job,
the
Andrew.
okay, past
Previous
Andrew
Andrew.
did the math.
Good
Okay,
job.
claps.
Thank you, thank you.
Good job. Good job.
Okay. Okay, continue. Listen to the Lavender Town music, and the song is stuck in my head for some reason. Like I'm trying to sleep. I'm about to go to bed. Like, why am I awake? Well, I was watching Mamma Mia on Netflix. Okay, hold on. I can explain. So
Okay,
I a
Hmm.
few days ago I saw Mamma Mia was on Netflix, and I was like, oh, I'll put that on my to watch list, and then I didn't get to watch it until that night. Okay.
And then were you
Hold
scared?
on.
That's why you started. Oh, okay, I should watch this.
No, I was just like, oh, okay, it's time for me to watch. Like, I have time, I can watch this. So that's what happened.
Okay.
My nose is stuffy because I've been crying. But okay, hold on. Okay, Mamma Mia gets really sad in the middle. I just have to say that. Okay.
I like how you try to defend yourself.
Like,
We're not judging.
yeah, the song is just playing in my head now. Like I'm trying to sleep, but my brain's just like. Dun, 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 dun. Is it catchy? I don't know. Is it doing that deliberately? I have no idea. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try to go to bed. Good night. Okay, so yeah, I put down my phone, and then not long after, this happens. Okay, it's 3:45, and my brain is like doing this, like in my head. Da, 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 da. I was cheated by you since I don't know when. And, okay, I can explain.
Are you trolling? Like, have you trolled?
Literally, that was what was happening in my brain. The Lavender Town music was the intro, and then it just like because the Lavender Town music
I
doesn't
think
have
there's no lyrics.
yeah, there's no lyrics to it.
That's why. And then
The
your
Mamma
brain's just,
Mia.
oh, since you watched Mamma Mia, let's put the lyrics to this one.
So Mamma Mia plays as the lyrics to the Lavender Town music. So it's like the I was cheated by you and I think you know when. And then like it's like it fits. Like doesn't it? Like it fits.
Yeah, the 4x4 beats, I
Come
guess.
on. Okay. And then I continue.
It's just, it's, look at me now.
Okay, wait, that's just me singing.
I like how you just keep singing
I was
too.
like, because my brain is like, okay, continue the song. Otherwise, it will just go back to the start, and then the problem was, I don't memorize Mamma Mia,
The song.
the
Okay.
song. So I stopped at some point of the song, and then it just goes back to the
Goes
start
back.
with the Lavender Town intro, and then it does it again. Okay.
Know how? Oh, God. This saved my soul.
Okay. So after a while, after singing for a little bit, I finally fall asleep, and then I wake up, and I wake up at like 10:30, so I am way past the 24-hour mark. And I uh record myself because I started, you know, there was something that I wanted to say. Hold on. Here we go.
Hello, good morning. It is 10:30, which means it's been like what, 25 hours since I last listened to the Lazy Town. Lazy
Lazy
Town.
Town.
Okay, so hold on.
Hello?
Okay, so um
Lazy Town. Nice. Nice.
okay, I mean, you can easily confuse Lazy Town with Lavender Town. Come on. They
Mm-hmm.
both start with L and then they end with
Mm-hmm.
town.
Mm-hmm.
Come on.
Okay.
I meant Lavender Town music, and yeah, nothing really happened to me. I mean, it all felt normal. Well, I did have a weird dream, but I don't want to get into it because it's too gross. But other than that, it's like everything's, normal.
Okay, yeah. So I don't want to talk about the dream on the podcast, so maybe we'll talk about it on the break. Um yeah, and that was me listening to the Lavender Town music for the whole 24 hours. I thought I felt some stuff cuz I wanted to feel some stuff. I was like, "Come on, this is going to be quality content." And then nothing. I felt nothing. Maybe it's just like maybe it's just like my brain like expecting something. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Maybe you know, you at some point you were focused on Mars was like, okay, 11-hour mark, so anytime now and between 11 hours, and you at some point maybe like at the back of your head, okay, I'm waiting for it, and like it never happens.
Yeah, that's
And
what I was thinking. And then like, oh, nothing's happening. Maybe I did something wrong, or maybe it's the wrong song, or maybe like I don't know. Um what about you, Mars? What do you think?
When I wrote that story, I still can't explain how I had that experience. All I know is that that was something that happened, and I can't explain it. And um, the thing is, I've in that short time that I went through that, I had the same mindset. Like, okay, like I wanted to prove my friend
mm,
wrong,
okay.
and he experienced it really short, like in a matter of 2 3 hours, stuff like that. And for me, lumagpas siya ng how long?
Yeah, it
And for
went
me, I thought
past
it was
like
it was it was a
a long time.
doozy. I think I think you super focusing on it braced your brain for it, maybe because like
Mm-hmm.
I was doing college. I was doing a lot of things in between, so that kept my mind off of it. That it went to the back of my head, maybe, and probably have a good coping mechanism. Like I've seen you laugh at it chapter one,
Okay.
and that tells a lot about your characters. Like,
Okay.
this guy laughs at horror, like really messed up horror. Kids getting
Nice.
killed. I'm like, what, Andrew? So,
Well, that
for
is true. No, but I laugh at horror films. I don't laugh at kids getting killed. I get horrified at kids getting killed, but if it's like when I know it's a horror film, I laugh at it. So, maybe it's just me anticipating like maybe like because I enjoy like feeling and experiencing horror stuff, like movies and stuff. I think that's why I didn't feel anything. Yeah, so that was it. Thank you to
yeah,
past Andrew. Oh, you were
for
gonna
Thank
say
you,
taking the
something,
Past
Mars?
time.
Andrew.
Yeah, somebody also experienced like if you listen to the whole track, like there were some other things as well. Like if you didn't finish it fully, you get a massive headache instead.
Oh
Or that's
wow.
what
Okay.
happened to my ex back then. And then there was another instance where somebody just listened to the first few seconds and you could see their entire the skin in their arms just nakataas yung tumaas yung hair sa legs mo. It
Mm-mm.
Uh-huh.
reminded me
Oh,
of that
okay.
friend that all of the hairs in her arms just went up just for
Mm.
that
Oh.
1 minute. She was like, nah, nah,
I'm
nah,
done.
I'm done.
Well,
I'm
I'm
done.
done.
well
I'm
technically
out.
like
Bye.
I got
Maybe
like I got like goosebumps. Like my hair stood up because I think it was also cuz of how high pitched it was. That's why
Mm,
I was like, "Oh,
probably.
ow."
so. Maybe that was your manifestation. Like that was it. You just
Well,
get
yeah, maybe
your
that
all the
was it.
hairy legs went out.
That's it. That's the entire experience.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I also mentioned I got a weird dream, but I don't want to talk about it on air, so I will tell both of you guys during the break. When we come back, we will be talking about uh crazy stuff, okay? So we would just like to put out a disclaimer that everything that we're gonna be talking about, we don't believe in, okay? Me and Nina's
They're all
story,
conspiracy.
because they're
They're
all
all conspiracy
conspiracy
theories.
theories, okay? We don't believe them at all. These are not facts, but these happen in real life and it's a bit horrifying, or like it's in the horror genre.
Questionable.
So that's why we're talking about it. Yeah. So we'll be right back. Imagine this. You're all gathered around a campfire and you're all talking about one thing: Dungeons and Dragons. Dive deeper into the local D&D scene with Rolling in the Den, a podcast hosted by my good friend and den mother, Mars. I swear after listening to an episode, you'll understand what makes this 40-year-old tabletop game just so fun and how it's more than just a simple fantasy role-playing game. You can listen to her on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and on the Anchor app. Again, it's called Rolling in the Den. Go ahead, give it a listen, and tell him Andrew sent ya. And we're back. How was that dream, you guys? Don't talk about it.
You and
Shh, don't. I said don't talk. Don't talk about it. This is gonna be
Shame.
one big bleep for you. Shame
Yes.
on you.
I let us say it.
bleep.
If you need any debriefing services, I'm here.
It was
I like
disgusting
the term.
on
I
so
like the
many
term.
levels. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about conspiracy theories. It is my turn right now, so here we go.
There's a story for you. In this hand of mine, you can't stop the things I do.
I
I lie. I've searched high and low, wrote down an essay. Now Andrew is back, and there's hell to pay. There's a story for you. And this land
Yeah, what was that? I heard like a motorcycle passing by. Uh
I
huh.
am so, so ambience. That is that's what I contribute. Ambience.
Okay. So okay, so my story is about okay, so like what was it last episode? Um Me and Nina were talking about uh I don't know if you heard it, Mars, but there was someone who commented, like I added it to the end of the episode. You have to listen to the whole thing cuz I add stuff at the end. Um like there was someone who commented on my Facebook post that globalists were taking over the world and they were using this pandemic, and like they were basically saying
As
like,
an excuse.
yeah, this pandemic is just an excuse
Is a
for,
lie. Yeah.
yeah, it's a lie and everything and all that jazz. So I was like, ooh, conspiracy theory. So that's what I looked into. And yeah, hold on. Play music. Basically, this conspiracy theory is a like, yeah, as I say again, globalists are using the pandemic to establish a new world order. And most specifically, Bill Gates is behind the whole thing. Because apparently he is a globalist. Okay?
I like that.
I'm just hearing Mars.
Mars is just. It's like,
Okay.
shit.
Okay, this is how the conspiracy theory goes. Bill Gates is behind the whole pandemic, apparently, and he's going to use it to become richer and establish a new world order. It all begins all the way back in 2015 when Bill Gates made a TED Talk where he explained that the world is not ready for a much more contagious worldwide pandemic following the Ebola virus. So, in the TED Talk, he says that if it were to happen again, like another outbreak of whatever virus, then there would be like a lot of deaths, and then the world economy would break, and basically that's what's happening right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the TED Talk, he continues to say that what we need to do is to strengthen our ways of pandemic mitigation and control by establishing a system. Now,
Not necessarily a new world order, then.
well, he says just like a system. That's what he said in the TED Talk. Actually, the TED Talk is like what, like 8 minutes. So you can like watch it, and like it's pretty, like it's super information full. Like what? Like it's full of
Informative.
information. It's informative.
Informative.
Thank you. That deserves a clap. Just Sorry,
I can't math though.
I meant-
so
I
I
meant-
can I can
I meant a clap. So not claps. Okay. Now, in January, somebody on YouTube speculated that Bill Gates, quote unquote, had prior knowledge to the virus. Okay. And they used the TED Talk as proof that he knew it all along. So he was like this conspiracy, like I think it was a conspiracy theorist on YouTube, and he was like connecting all the dots, and like
was it Shane?
no, he came up with that he came up with that Bill Gates like is behind all of this. Now, so it kind of like spread like wildfire, and then now like a lot of people are asking why like if like why is Bill Gates behind this or something like that, like those people who believe the conspiracy theories. So after a lot of, or should I say lack thereof, thinking, uh they came up with the idea that Bill Gates is going to develop a vaccine for the virus so that he could sell it and make billions off of it. Okay? Now this part
Mhm.
is true, that Bill Gates is developing a vaccine. That's like what, like he has spent billions of dollars funding research for the vaccine to the coronavirus. And um like yeah, he I'm not sure if he plans to sell it. I'm pretty sure he has to, because like that's like to pay the scientists and stuff. Okay. But what about the New World Order? Okay? What about that? Now, there are theories that Bill Gates is a part of a secret society
Illuminati.
that seeks to
Okay.
establish a one world government. So
It's always
uh,
the Illuminati.
yeah, it's like they're known under different names. Back then it was the Illuminati, and like
Masons.
way before that it was the Freemasons, and then like now I guess they're called the globalists. And according to them, like every celebrity, well, like every A-list celebrity and every rich person is like a part of this not so secret society. Like, okay. um yeah.
Okay, with regards to secret
Okay.
society and so forth, this is what, because like back then, like years back, I don't know, I'm like super into conspiracy theory. I don't believe in any of them, but it's like so fascinating how like people just like come up with like the idea of this and that and so on. So someone, or like I think it was an infomercial or something, stated that back in the day, the reason why there's a secret society and then they have this all this secret stuff is mainly because at some point back then is like
They could
like
do
I think
drugs.
the
No, I'm
government
kidding.
the government or some shit was like, oh, we don't like that you're establishing your little society. You should just be only like just in like a community, not like a small society, and then like we can't govern over you if that would be the case. So they sort of ban societies or some shit like that, and then that's how like they sort of formed quote unquote secret societies. So like they can still gather and do whatever they were doing before the whole banning of societies and so forth.
But the thing is, why is it called the secret society when everyone knows about the society? Like-
Kids like back because like back then it was secret, it was secretive, and then I think they
Like,
lifted the ban, and then they're like, okay, like we're not secret, and we can be like we can choose not to be a secret anymore. So like, oh,
so
we
they should
had a
just
secret
call
society.
themselves, okay, we're the society. We're the,
Yeah,
like,
but like but it sounds more cool. So people like, oh,
oh,
they had a
yeah.
secret society, and
To
then
be
you
to
know
be
how people
honest,
are.
yeah, like like when you say like, oh, we're a secret society versus we're a
We're
society,
a society. Yeah,
like the first one sounds cooler. Okay,
yeah,
anyway,
exactly.
Yeah,
going back, we went off tangent. Okay.
yeah. I was gonna say a lot of things, especially when you brought up the vaccine and stuff. But I was like, if I go on that tangent, we're not gonna end this podcast. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
and let you finish your story. Like I have words.
Oh, we should do like a Facebook
Extended
only, like a Facebook
extended
exclusive,
version
like we could do that, like
of
totally.
us talking about.
Yeah.
Angry words.
Oh, no, 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 actually, because I am looking for stories. Anyway, I'll talk about it later. Anyway, going back to the story.
Yes.
Um so there was a tweet of news that Bill Gates wants people to get a quote unquote digital certificate to identify who and who has not received the COVID-19 vaccine, if there was one. And a Fox News anchor retweeted that and wrote, okay, so basically she says, digitally tracking Americans' every move has been a dream of the globalists for years. This health crisis is a perfect vehicle for them to push this. So that's what she said. And I think she lost her job because of it. But anyway, it like it boomed, and now like all these weird people now think that Bill Gates is behind
The
trying
entire
to,
thing.
yeah, like trying to take over the world and is behind the whole thing. So yeah, Bill Gates has become this evil man who wants to run the world along with other rich and powerful people. Like what? So here are my thoughts. Okay. Bill Gates has been advocating for disaster preparedness for a very long time. And like he's helped fund countless research and response to different um, outbreaks like HIV and AIDS, malaria, and polio, like to name a few. And like, this COVID-19 is like no different. In fact, like researching the vaccine, like it costs a lot of money, and like Bill Gates has literally spent like billions of dollars like just trying to help all of us like
Mhm.
come up with a solution. So like I have no idea why people would come to the conclusion that Bill Gates is trying to rule the world with this pandemic. Like it's just crazy. Like what do you guys think?
Many words. Many words. Whew. I'm not gonna like. I'm glad this isn't a video call, like, or a live stream, because the amount of eye rolls and like that face, that Robert Downey Jr. face, like, oh my god.
Yeah, like
Ah,
that basically that was me while listening, like while reading up on this conspiracy theory.
like,
Like,
uh, I don't want to say anything mean, because like as a psychologist we are taught that there are different angles, and like people have cognitive biases, people have this belief, like this really strong belief system, and saying that they're stupid, even if they are, or like having that kind of
Wait,
mindset.
no.
It's not gonna help. Like, it's not gonna help them in the long run. So you kind of want to try to understand how they got to that place, and try to curve them, like try to slowly. I don't know, like it's a very tiring thing that there's just. I mean, like the cons of the internet is that there's just so much information, and people get to cherry pick the data that they want just to support their ideals, their beliefs, and
True.
their bias. So it's like, for me, there's a long process when it comes to vaccines. That's why I'm not expecting we're gonna get it in a month. Like it's gonna take
No.
a year, more than a
Yeah.
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
If I read it correctly, I think Japan, they estimate the earliest would be at least like some point at the end of next year. That's like
Yes,
the earliest. But like
earliest.
chances are it's still not gonna be fully finished. It may be finished next year, but I doubt it's like it has to. There's still going to be tests that's gonna happen. There's gonna
Yeah.
be like all that
Unless
stuff.
there's like some sort of miracle, like how
Yeah.
penicillin was discovered, like like some scientific discovery that like we haven't found yet, like
Yeah,
like
it's just,
basically
with
everything that we have in the world happened by accident, or
yes,
everything like yeah, penicillin isn't is but was by accident. So like if we're gonna do this in a way that's like structured, and if we're going to develop something, then that will take time, unless it was
well,
discovered by accident.
like I understand like the frustrations of some, that there are some in that 1% that get to do what they want because they have the money for it.
Yeah.
And it's easy to put the blame on it versus making an accountability on how we can, like, it's easier to blame the rich guy causing all these problems versus
Then
the small scale, let's help each other in this community by doing certain things.
True. True.
It's just like with the pharmaceutical side, yes, there he has to go to a point where he has to patent it. That's the way it goes. He could also patent it in such a way that it would be for public use, so it wouldn't just be tied to him. Something to that effect. There's been a
Assuming that
lot.
he gets to the vaccine first,
Yeah.
because there
yeah,
are
So
different
because
people developing a vaccine.
countries.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Okay.
like if you
I
can, so that's where the patent goes. And then for me, it's like it takes time, and it's not gonna help us in the present if we're gonna just blame this one guy that causes all the problems, when in fact it's actually a
a lot
convoluted
of
layers that brought us to this situation where we are now. Blaming one rich white guy isn't gonna do anything. I swear. So that's my take on
take.
it.
Also, I think it's like like this is like people are like form this conspiracy theory because like they're trying to process the trauma of like what's happening right now. So like especially when they're in quarantine, like they can start to like think, like they have their thoughts to themselves, quote unquote. There's no one to like
Yeah.
say you're crazy. And then like with the internet, you can easily find other people who have similar or the same thinking as you. So like it becomes a community of people, and then it spreads, and then like it just becomes this thing online.
Mm, yeah,
It
and
does.
like it's online. You can't really trust all the information that goes through it and all the data that people do post and
Yeah,
share.
that's true.
Because like there are like a lot of these datas and facts that like we can never really tell if they are datas and facts. It's just someone posted it in the internet, and it may or may
you
not be
have
true.
to you have to fact check. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to like cross reference it with something
And
else and so
yeah, and
forth.
the fact that, okay, the TED Talk BS, it's different when you're in that high place. Like I've worked with clients who are like CEOs and stuff like that. There's a different high level thinking where you have to think about the bigger picture. So that TED Talk explains why he was in that high level thinking. like thinking about the global aspect of things. That doesn't make him like oh, he's part of the secret society that knows things. You own a business. You gotta think big. You own like a company. You have to think about like how it on the macro level. High level thinking is something that businesses like Bill Gates
True.
and the big guys
True.
do. So if
Yeah.
True.
that's why not a lot of people can get into business because it needs that kind of like big brain thinking. And if that's your like if that leads them to think that oh because you're so smart you get to he kind of predicted it, he called it, does that make him evil? I'm like he called it because
Yeah,
he thought
because
about it.
he was thinking ahead.
Yeah, so it's like
He was thinking of
Okay.
like possibilities and all that shit.
yes, amen.
Yeah.
So yes, that's
Okay,
it.
you
Not really.
guys. It's time for me to cut it because we are way past our time. Yeah, so
Sorry.
it's fine. It's fine. We're gonna have to cut it short because we are way past the 10-minute mark. That is my fart. I hope you enjoyed it. We will dive deeper into it when we're doing the single like like remember what I talked about, like how there's gonna be like a separate, not a separate podcast, but like bonus episodes where it's like I talk about in depth of like
Hmm.
stuff like the most interesting stories. Yeah, so I'll probably put this one there, and then yeah, we can talk more about that in there.
Yay!
Okay.
Yay!
Okay, so we're gonna take another break, and when we come back, um, Nivea is going to what was my voice? Hold on, I need water now. When we come back, Ninya is going to tell her fart, so we'll be right back. Hi, it's me, Andrew. Do you like this show? We'd like to know what you think. If you've got time, come give us a review on iTunes or on Facebook. Your review would mean the world to me and Ninya because it lets us know what you think of the show and it helps other people decide if FARTSPod is something that they should listen to. And hey, we might just read your review on the air. Again, we would really appreciate it if you took the time to give us a review on iTunes or on Facebook. Excuse me.
Hello.
Okay, we are back. Okay, so we are going to be. Remember how I said we're going to be doing a lot of different things this episode? Well,
Yep.
I made this for Ninya.
Oh my ninja, there she goes again. My, she's got something for ya. Oh, you listener, brace yourself and then try not to get paranoia.
Okay.
Mamma Mia is strong with you, man.
Okay. Um. So yeah, Mamma Mia was stuck in my head. Do you guys want to listen to that again? Here we go.
No, we're
Oh my ninja, there she goes again. My, she's got something for ya. Oh, you listener, brace yourself and then try not to get paranoia.
Okay. so,
amazing.
Ninya, why don't you go take it away?
Okay, so I have two stories with me, two conspiracies. They're both really short. We'll start with first would be Lewis Carroll, the famous and loved author of Alice in Wonderland. So in the website that I was reading, someone mentioned the fact that in a passage or several passages in the novel that he wrote, Slivai and Bruno. I don't know how to read the first name, but in some passages there, it was written at the same time of the murders, and if
Murders
you
of what?
if you
Murders of what?
I'll get to that. Murders.
Okay.
And then it was written at the same time, sometime around a very famous murder. And if you use it in an anagram form, it would reveal. If you rearrange it, it would reveal a horrible confession that Lewis Carroll was Jack the Ripper. So this man named Richard Wallace, he's the author of the book Jack the Ripper, Light-Hearted Fiend, back in 1996, and he claims that Carroll's book reveals the confession, such as I quote, "I got a tight hold of her and slit her throat, left ear to right." So that's one of the confession that was quote unquote written down by Lewis Carroll. If you use an anagram and rearrange the letters, that's a confession that Lewis Carroll was Jack the Ripper, because it was written the same time as Jack the Ripper was famous for his murders and so forth.
Okay.
So yeah, that's just the first one. And what's your take on it, Mars?
Well, fiction there's just too much coincidences in it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's an anagram, and you're rearranging letters. Of course, you're gonna end up into something that you would want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. Basically, okay, so take the universe, for example. We're going science here. There are lots of chemicals that you can find in the universe. Now, if you go shake the universe up, and then all these elements start colliding with each other, they form planets. They form like stars and stuff like that. So basically, that's what he did. Lewis Carroll has a bunch of words, and then he just rearranged it to make it look like this was a confession.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The whole time I was like, okay. I was like Mars during my fart. I was rolling my eyes. Yeah, so that was that was your first fart. What is your second fart?
That was the first one. The second one would be the current Queen of England, which is Queen Elizabeth II. Currently she's 24. She's doing really well for her age.
What?
And
she's not 24.
No, 94. Did I say 24?
Yeah, you said 24.
I'm sorry.
That's 24.
She's not 24. You know what's funnier than 24? 25. Okay, continue.
So sorry, this post, this link that I was reading on, this was about 2 years ago, because this was written when she was on 92, and people have been wondering what's her secret. How is she she's living this long, and she looks so good for her age, and she's doing so well for her age. Long story short, and then someone in 1973 wrote a story for a magazine called We Royalty, wherein this person, Hubert Humdinger, mentions that she basically eats human flesh. That's why she's doing so well for her age. That's her secret. That's her diet. She's consuming humans. So in 2012, the website called Dear Dirty America I actually looked the website up. They still have the article stating and claiming that they confirm Humdinger's theory that they were able to find or have a serviceman confess and mention that in the refrigerator of the Queen there were human remains, such as I believe it was a leg and then a torso of a man.
leg.
Okay, but yeah, it's basically the entire as I think you mentioned it previously in like a different recording, that what's her name, blood queen or something,
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
red
yeah,
queen
yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
So
Yeah. So it's
Bloody
basically the
Mary.
same theory.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like it's basically like just like Bloody Mary, but like
Current.
yeah. So also
So yeah.
maybe it's human flesh. Maybe it's Maybe-leen. Okay, just I wanted to say that out loud.
Oh my
like,
god.
like, like, oh, what's your secret to looking so young? Maybe it's human flesh. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline. Okay.
I can't unhear that ad now. It's like, would you like? Then they have like a color palette that's called Skin. I'm not gonna no
Oh my
green.
god, they do. I say
Yeah, it's
that.
just like
I say that like acting like I'm not well versed in makeup. Like, oh, they do.
oh my
I
god.
between the three of us, I'm the one that's not well versed in makeup.
Don't
I
ask how
know.
I know. I just know.
I like
Okay.
that.
So that's your fart, Nins.
Yeah, those are my farts. It's like they're really short and all. So yeah.
Well, what do you think of it, Mars? The Lewis Carroll and the Bloody Mary. Sorry, bleh.
The Queen of
Cannibal
England.
Cannibal Queen. There you go.
Yes. Like all conspiracy theories, like at this point, I just treat them like, oh, it's a fun read. But
Mhm.
all of them I take with a grain of salt. Lewis Carroll though has a lot more. Like Lewis Carroll for some reason has a lot of conspiracy theories. Like the Through the Looking Glass was, they said, was basically him admitting to basically giving kids psychedelics or some stuff like that. And I was just like,
Oh really?
yeah.
Huh.
So
What?
yeah, it's a fun conspiracy. Like as with all conspiracy theories, for me, it's just like you come across it, you read it, and you're like, huh. It's not something
Okay.
like you put a tinfoil hat and say, oh
No.
my god, this is the real thing. So as for the human eating part, uh, I
Maybe it's
can't
human
really.
flesh. Maybe it's Maybelline.
I cannot unhear that ad now. It's just like God. Passing by the nude section. Oh God.
What were you gonna say?
Like, for me, it's like it's interesting and fun in a way, but I wouldn't really bank on it that most of them are true. Like, if ever I would believe in a conspiracy theory, summit. If
Are you
I
okay?
Brain.
the spit with some
Oh my god, Mars.
the spit with some. But anyways, I would believe in a conspiracy theory if it was like founded, like somebody actually had like facts set on it. So
Mm.
far, it's just speculation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one word I will bank on. It's like this is
Speculation
speculated coincidence. So,
and allegations, basically.
yes.
Yeah. So it's not confirmed, especially with the Queen story, because what I do know is that the royal family is not really a family. It's more like a business. So like
Yes.
of course there are a lot of secrets within the royal
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
And like
Because
one of the
Dear
Uh-huh.
with this one, because Dear Dirty America basically had like a serviceman in the castle who that's the guy who like told the Dear Dirty America the secret of the quote unquote secret of the royal family, that oh, the queen is eating humans. And like that's because I think he was some electrician or something, and then there was something wrong with the fridge or yada yada yada. And they opened the fridge, they were checking like wirings, and then when they opened the fridge to see what's up, that's when they found the human remains, or
Yeah.
like human flesh. That's how the whole, oh, they're eating
What I do
humans.
know is the queen loves a certain kind of chocolate cake that the recipe dates all the way back to like them like a long time ago. That's what I do know about the queen. Like yeah, that was like I watched a video about it, and like basically everything that the royal family puts out is what's it called, calculated, and like they're one of the most mysterious families
Yeah.
in like the whole world. You never know what is happening behind closed doors.
And
So
Speaking of families, I suddenly remember this thing. Like as I mentioned before, like I was like super into conspiracy, watching videos and whatever. There
uh-huh.
was this point where someone said that in China that the whole conspiracy was like, oh, they're aliens. That's why like people, or even like advisors don't even look or see the emperor or the royal family like in China or like Korea or some shit, because like, oh, you're not allowed to look at them. If you look at them, they will execute you or some shit. And
You know
then
what you sound
that's
like right
why
now?
like
wow.
what.
You sound like that history guy channel. You sound like that history channel guy.
Aliens.
Oh
Aliens.
yeah, aliens guy. Yeah.
You're
So,
talking about conspiracy? Aliens.
I think that's where I got it from. I'm not sure, but like some shit like that. I
History
don't even
Channel.
I don't remember.
Conspiracies. Though to be fair, like if we're gonna go conspiracy theory on the royal family, the true fact is the royal family that is being called the royal family isn't really the royal family. But that's for another time.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god, why would
They're
you say that
Germans.
and then
It's
just
Germans. Germans.
I guess
Sorry,
that's
you
it.
get
We're
us
gonna
off.
have to invite you for another episode to talk about this. Char. We're just fine.
Yay, more digs.
We're slowly replacing you with Ninya.
And,
Wait,
Sorry, we're slowly replacing Ninya with you. That's what I meant to say.
I was like, Nina is gonna be me, or me is gonna be Nina. What?
Soon enough.
people won't hear from me. They're just gonna hear Mars,
Yeah, more
and
of
then like no one
Mars.
will even remember.
And then
I was even here.
soon after that, like, because for those of you who don't know, Mars has a podcast. What was it? Rolling in the Den, and
Rolling in the Den, yeah.
like there
I
would be
listen
new
to it when I take a
episodes,
shower.
and then it would be Ninya who's hosting the podcast.
We are one.
I would be the one hosting Rolling in the Den in a few,
Yeah,
few days time or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
And,
what?
I just concluded Rolling in the Den like last month. So yay!
Yeah.
I'm sketching for the second season.
Yeah.
Horror themed.
We can't wait for more episodes. So yeah, anyway, we'll be taking another break. Let's, like try to get all of this conspiracy theories out of our systems, because when
Out
we
of the
come
way.
back, our fart is a bit sad. So take off your tinfoil hats and prepare your tissues. We'll be right back.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Andrew. You may know me as the co-host of the frightening, alarming, real-life tale show. But did you know that I also make video blogs? Yeah, they're all on Facebook. So come and join me in all the crazy adventures that I get up to at www.facebook.com/The Andrew Tops. That's TheAndrewTops. See ya!
Conspiracy.
And we are back. we have here Ninya. Say hi.
Hello.
We
I'm
have
still
here
here in the
Mars.
show.
Yes,
I'm
she's
still
not
Hello.
been
part of the
replaced.
show. Not yet.
We also
We
have
are
Mars.
one. We are one now. Nins and Mars are one.
We also have Mars. Say hi, Mars.
Hi.
And we also
So
have
guys, watch out for me hosting
Rolling in the Den.
for
Okay.
season 2 of Rolling in the Den. I would be hosting the entire season 2 of Rolling in the Den.
And we also have Tirso. Say hi, Tirso.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
no. Mars is not really here.
Hi.
Yes.
Nice. Where is he though? What is that?
This is a soundboard.
Hi. I was like, oh, I've been deceived. Like the first segment was like you're trolling us so hard with the Mamma Mia clips, and now it's like Tirso.
Okay. Right. Okay. So here we have our friend who is theme song.
It's time for you to bring it in. Andrew and Nia are waiting, so come on down. We'll read it now. Your stories that make us go.
How? Okay, so this is our stories that will make us go how. And our story comes from our friend named she doesn't want to be named, like she doesn't want
Hi,
her real
friend.
name to be shown, so we're gonna call her Sasha. Okay?
Hi, Sasha.
Sasha,
Okay.
hello.
Yeah, so
Yes, clean.
I will be reading her email. I did translate this a little bit into English so that everyone could understand, and also fix some sentences because I translated it. So yeah, it's not verbatim, but this is her email.
I was gonna say, why are you going through people's email? That's just rude, dude.
No. Maybe it's human flesh. Maybe it's Maybe-leen. Sorry, maybe it's human flesh. Maybe it's cybercrime. Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Here we go. Here we go. One time, I was on my way out to school, and the house that our family lived in was directly in front of our grandparents' house. So when I passed by, my grandpa called me over. He was sitting down by the door, almost like he was waiting for me. He handed me 100 pesos, pambaon, and I told him I couldn't take it. Basically, pambaon is a allowance.
Allowance.
Yeah. Anyway, my grandpa barely had enough money for himself and grandma, but he insisted that I take it because both grandparents miss me. I felt guilty. We barely saw each other because we were busy, and we left them to a caretaker. I looked at him with tears in my eyes and hugged and thanked him. Just as I was about to break away from the hug, he tells me, "Take care of Lola ha." So Lola is grandma. I smile, then head for school. A week later, I hear a scream, then someone pounding on the door. Mom opened the door and came face to face with a crying caretaker. She said 2 words. "Si tatay." Mom dashed out with the caretaker to Lolo's house. I followed a few minutes later. Back at my Lola's door, I don't know how many minutes I stood there facing the door. I was shaking all over. Eventually, I walked in the house. It smelled like how it always smelled. I walked more slowly as I saw my mom and the caretaker over Lolo's bed. Mom suddenly cries like a banshee and huddles over my grandpa. I was standing beside Lolo's bed, and then I saw his gray body. That's when I broke down. I touched his arm, but it was cold. It was stiff. Grandma was just on the other side of the room, lying down on her bed, crying. That afternoon, the neighbors came to help take him away. Mom told me to stay behind and watch over Grandma. I was alone with her until nighttime. I did my best to comfort her. All of a sudden, with a blank look in her eyes, she says, "He's here. He wants me to go with him." I cried. I cried and I went to hug her. I prayed that they didn't take her away just yet. So that was it.
I
How-
need closure. Tell Sasha to write what happened. I
Basic
need
um
closure.
from what I can gather, like the grandma did not depart from the living world for
Mhm.
until like months later. But yeah,
Aw.
it did happen. So yeah, I know it's
You're so
sad.
sad.
But it's just scary how like you can like like at her looking back, she's probably like, "Oh, this is scary. This is supposed to be scary," but like it's just sad. Yeah. So
Mhm.
that was it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Sasha,
Thank
for that,
you.
for being so vulnerable enough to share that story with us. And yeah, we are keeping your identity a secret. So
Thank
that's it.
you.
Bless
That's
you,
it, you
Sasha.
guys. This We are done with our episode. How do I segue? How do I segue away from that?
You can't.
Like
You
so.
can't.
So
You
so
can't segue. It's too sad.
It's so
like
sad.
I just you know
There's
like
no escape
That
from
was
the
a nice
sadness.
start.
like
That was a nice start.
like or
That fart. I just can't.
like
Oh my god, that soundboard, Yas. Pick it
yes.
up.
Okay.
We need a Tear So app soundboard.
Oh my god. He actually doesn't want to be on the show like he gets nervous like very easily. So like I made a deal with him like, okay, I won't ask you to come on the show, but if you're comfortable with it, just record yourself saying these things. And then he was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. So yeah, now I have him on the soundboard. Say hi, Tirso.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay, so
So precious.
anyway, um Mars is here, and yeah, we say it again. Mars has a podcast. It's called Rolling in the Den. And Mars, can you please
Wait,
tell everyone?
wait.
Yeah, what?
Mars's podcast or my podcast?
No, Mars's podcast. Oh my God,
I'm
Nins,
kidding. I'm
you haven't
kidding.
taken
Yeah,
you haven't
we
taken
are
over.
We are one.
Yes.
Okay, so Mars, would you like to tell our friends here where they can listen to Rolling in the Den?
Wow, thank you, motorbike. But basically, Rolling in the Den, you can find me on Spotify, Anchor, and there are a lot of other podcast channels that's
Yeah, like
attached to Anchor. Google
Google
Podcasts,
Podcasts, yeah. And
Podbreaker, I think.
ooh, yeah. Well, basically her podcast is like about D&D, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
So if you're
Though
into
we did talk about there's this one aspect, like Dungeons and Dragons is one aspect, but the core of it is actually me talking to different people from different walks of life and seeing how the game shaped them.
Yeah.
I'm happy I got the opportunity to talk to like really different people. Like there was one who's like he has a church background. One that was part of the LGBTQ
LGBT. Yeah.
plus.
Yeah.
Very informative. That was like a
Mhm.
very informative episode. I also had somebody from the UK, one of my good old friends.
Mhm.
That's my friend Ederson. Like shout out. He has also a podcast, Pod of Many Things.
Ooh.
Um,
Yeah.
So that's fun. I also got to talk about different systems like vampire and just basically more of the story element and uh, how it became just more than mechanics, the narrative element. Like we got really geeky and technical in some parts, but
Yeah,
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 you
I
did.
heard it. I listened to it. Me and Nina listened to it.
so thank you so much for listening. And we just wrapped up the first season. I just realized the thing you're doing right now with your podcast is not something like when doing it myself, like making the podcast, it's really tiring. It's like I don't know how you guys can come up with an episode every time. So like I'm thankful at least I'm like the listener that I can listen to every week because the 5 episodes I was already tired. Like I said, I needed a break.
Break.
Oh my god! I'll just schedule this one for like I scheduled it for a few months in time, like the horror stuff. Also 5 episodes. I can't keep up with the weekly because it's like but the content is there. It's still there for people to listen to, and I'm taking sound bites and highlights and putting it out because it really is. It was a great opportunity to just get to sit down with people and see different perspectives. Because like in this time, especially with the conspiracy theories and all, it's
With all the
it's
Bill
so
Gates
much.
and all the
Yeah, with the Bill
Maybelline.
Gates and Maybelline, like there's just so much information and people kind of like look down at different perspectives and just focus on theirs. So it was nice to have
Yeah,
that. Like, there's different perspectives, but we can still have that conversation. So that's, I
yeah,
think, the core point of my rolling in the den. It's just a hole in a wall where we can
yeah.
talk, and it's nice.
Well, you have that rolling in the den, and you have us, farts. You are always welcome on the show.
Yes.
You're like a reoccurring what? Uh,
Guest.
reoccurring host now. We're
Yay!
promoting you to reoccurring hosts. So,
Bless. Thank you.
so, yeah. Thank you so much. Let's end the show because we are way
An
past.
hour. Two
We
hour.
are way
An hour
past
and a
my
half.
my brain to like all my brain cells are fried. Like just saying. Like
Wear your tinfoil
it's all
hat. It's
gone.
5G.
Oh oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, I was actually gonna go into that back in
No,
my
no,
conspiracy
That's
theory,
fine.
but
your brain
Some other
cells.
time.
it's too much. Like I'm already transmitting the 5G
The 5G.
is like affecting my brain right now. So like it's all fried. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Frightening Alarming Real Life Tale Show. You can follow Ninya on all her socials at Nin C Fernandez. That's NINCFERNANDEZ. I'm at the Andrew Tops on everything. That's TheAndrewTops. And the show's Facebook and Twitter is at FARTSPod. FARTSPOD. If you've got a scary story and you'd like to share them, then you can email fartspod@gmail.com or you can message us on all our socials. Till next week, I know the music finished and I was going to try to fit everything in before the music ended, but it
But you got
didn't.
it though. You
I
got it all
didn't.
in one take.
I didn't.
There's still more.
There's still more.
Oh no!
You can follow Mars on her socials. Do you want to give out your socials?
No.
All right, that's fine.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Don't, you
But
can
but
follow
do
me though
listen
in-
to listen
No,
to
you can
um,
follow. You can follow her at Dudes and Dice because I believe
Yes,
you like moderate the group.
Yes, I'm the den mother there. You can
Yeah.
just go there if you'd like to try out some games. I can take you by the hand and bring you to the wondrous world of tabletop. And you can check out my podcast, Rolling in the Den, also under the Dudes and Dice Davao page.
Yep. So, thank you so
Yes.
much. Till next week. Bye.
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 Say bye, Tirso.
Bye.
That sound, I want that soundboard. I swear.
There's an app coming near you.
Yes.